Ladies and gentlemen, we found a wrap tea.
This is Mr. Capaya. No sirve. Mal car.
Rating with Empire. You might know them as the skateboard shop. They have multiple stores around Quebec. I think them taking this move towards the second-hand market shows some of the experience and the genius of Phil and his team. We're obviously fashion is transitioning into the resale market, and secondhand is a big part of that. Yesterday we were just really testing out the material, how much material we got, and today's really where we're going to go to work and really curate what we need for this opening, for Empire. You can see the magnitude of stuff that we have. All these big bags are for us. Now, as you can see, like, this is our section. If you want to check some of those bales, you know, it's already going straight to MTL. We still have a lot of work to do. It's only day 3. We have half of this is already checked, but we still got to roll. I want to show you guys a few pieces that is quite interesting. For example, this piece here, Pendleton, amazing. I would say this is from either the 70s or the 80s. It might be a bit older, but I'm gonna do some more research on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we found a wrap tea. Changes by Tupac Shakur. On a UST tag. Incredible. What we're really looking at is anything that has good tag on it, whether it's from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s, and that has a graphic that just speaks to fashion right now. These types of prints, especially this one, it's called the all over print, AOP. These took a lot of time to make. To explain you quickly what the process of screen printing is, each color is a layer. So for example, this one, already here you have 3 colors that needed to be printed on. Guys, I want to talk about this piece. It's pretty dope. As you can see, it's signed 1964.
They're corduroys with everything from like class schedules to inside jokes and to little drawings. It really was like signing your yearbook.
We call this piece senior cords. So it's like signing a yearbook, but instead you sign pieces of clothing. You draw on it, you sign your name. Why I love this piece is because these are the things that get lost through the generations, but with companies like Baudet, design companies that kind of rejuvenate and renew the style and make us appreciate it, it brings these pieces to life. It's really impressive how much material is out there. We're in a time of intense consumerism, but I think if we go back to the base of recycling and reusing, you can save a lot of money and reuse this really good garments. Just got off the phone with Empire, just showing them what we got so far. One thing about this place, why we had to go, I would say far from Montreal, is that we want to cut competition. The secondhand industry is getting very competitive, and which is great because it creates awareness. The difference is that when there's competition in a business that's based on scarcity of the piece, it becomes quite difficult to get the pieces that we want to get. Let's say in the Japanese market, Japan has some of the best vintage stores in the world, but they also source from all over the world. We're kind of doing the same thing, focusing on Quebec, and trying to cut some competition so we can source the best stuff. So guys, as you can see, this is a little tour of the space that we're in. What I want you guys to notice is the magnitude of the secondhand world. So how this process works is those big bales get separated in silhouettes. Those silhouettes go to a specific station, and in those stations it's separated again in terms of their grade. Grade A meaning clean, no rips, and then there's grade B, grade C. It's just how the piece of the item is. For example, this one here, there's no rips, very, very minimal staining. You know, this is would be considered like grade A. The first time I saw this process was around 2017. That's actually the first time I went to a rag house in Toronto. Watch out. Now this is how this way of baling is a light process. This is how bales are usually done. Super compact way of baling, which is you minimize the space so you can maximize shipping content. Okay, so this is 8, potential 9 because we haven't checked both of them. So we have about 3 days left out here, guys. We're trying to maximize the order. So now we're about 7 new bales. We're potentially in one day we can probably build another 2 of these bales, so we're gonna be up to 10. So including this is 8. We have 2 potential bales, that's 10. And then the last day we can maybe produce another 2 bales. I'm just writing code right now so that when we receive it in Montreal, I kind of know what the bale is. SW is sweaters, K is knitteds, winter jackets, WJ, light jackets, LEA is leather, WOJ is women's jackets. So there's leather and women's jackets, and then winter jackets as well, light jackets as well. 8 hours here left. I calculated about 6 hours of work, and yeah. So guys, this is the last day today. We have about 8 hours left to close out this container. Still a lot of work left to do. So I gotta check this pile, this bale. I'll check that denim bale as well. Do a recount of all of the stock and weight that we have to get the packing slip ready. There's a commercial invoice that needs to be checked out for the shipment and for the final transaction. Right, there's a lot of shit to do, so let's get it going. Yo.